What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and Ivana BFF. Hey, when we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All that is watching now and all that will be watching later. We want to welcome y'all again to a great segment. Oh, girl, I'm so excited this morning. No, I'm not excited.
Yeah,
I am. I'm excited because
there
we
you
have
go.
a wonderful segment, and I'm excited because
Yeah,
I think it's been like what three Saturdays since we had a special guest. We've been doing it,
yes,
because for Women History, we took that and kind of did that all on
yeah,
our own. So now we got a guest, and I'm excited. Yes, 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 yes.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
everybody, give us some love. Tell give us some love out there. Till we welcome you. I want to hear give some comments. And if you did not register on EV Mux when you speak, we will not know your name. So go and register with EV Mux. I'm gonna go ahead on and I think good morning, Mama. Good morning. I'm gonna put I think it's evmux.com, Facebook. That's all you Facebook users. Just go on in there, let them know that you want to be seen, so we can
Hmm.
kind of get y'all names when y'all speaking to us. But anyway, in my cup this morning, I have some 8 o'clock coffee, like always, and I haven't had anything else but the 8 o'clock coffee with some cream, that's sweet and creamy cream, and a whole lot of sugar. That's why I'm so crazy active right now. All this sugar, I gotta stop eating so much sugar. I was just talking to my daughter about that. I said, man, I'm 53 years old. I got to start working on my habits. And one of my bad habits is eating sugar. I can eat candy and cookies, and I just love me some sugar. I love it. Uh-huh. But let me go ahead on and introduce you. Hey, Nell. Hey, Chanel. Good morning, my sister. Good morning. Let me introduce to some and present to others, ones who don't know her, my BFF. Yvonne. Hey,
Good
Yvonne.
morning, good morning, good morning. Happy glorious Saturday morning. 'Cause it
Amen.
is such a
All
beautiful
right.
Saturday
Yes, it
morning.
is.
Oh my goodness. And I am drinking. I think I may have converted Marvina. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Cause she over there drinking what I drink. Original 8 o'clock. That's what I have in here. Like I said, I haven't found anything else that tastes as good other than Costa coffee. And Costa is kind of hard to come by. But I have some artificial sweetener, but I am cheating with with the um with the creamer. I have gotten hooked on that I think you
Girl.
use it.
Which
That
one?
I can't think of the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Good morning.
But I haven't been able to break the cycle of it. So
Oh, we gonna have to break somebody's
yeah.
cycle. Well, let me tell y'all something. We got some exciting news. With me and Yvonne have some exciting news. Yvonne, do you want me to tell him or can you tell?
Hmm.
You want me to tell him? You want me to tell him? You want me
Girl,
to
what
tell
a
him?
drum roll.
Wait, wait, wait. Do you really want me to tell them? Hey, let me tell y'all.
Yes.
Let me
There we go.
tell you tomorrow
Damn.
we are going to be Oh my God. I can't even get
Yes.
it out. Jesus.
I'm so this has been a labor of love, and God is just
Say
so
it.
wonderfully awesome. We
Yeah.
are, we said
Just
some
say it.
exciting things were
Just say it.
coming and some changes, and we are highlighted in the newest issue of Influence Her magazine. Marvina and Yvonne, what's in the bag,
What's
baby?
in the bag, baby? Let me tell y'all something. This
Yes,
might not mean anything to any of y'all, but this means a lot to me. I know God is good.
yes,
I see his
yes,
love for us, honey, because we
yes,
we're being featured. We normally bring people in and ask them to come on, but somebody wants
yes.
to know why we doing what we're
We're
doing, and
doing,
we're
yes,
featured in a magazine. And Lord Jesus, I'm just so excited. God is so good, boy.
yes.
He is awesome, man. And I told myself today, I'm not big headed. I was gonna I didn't want to boast. I'm not a boaster. And I'm saying, Lord, but I'm not gonna feel ashamed for the blessing.
You
You get
better
what
come
I'm
on now. You
saying?
better
I'm
come
saying,
on. You better.
so we get ready to be featured in tomorrow's issue of Influence Her.
Yes.
The founder, the CEO, the editor, her name is Cage. We got a chance to meet her in, I think it was the beginning of the month.
Hmm.
She's such a talented woman, and we are actually got her. We're on team. We are collaborating
Great.
and
Yeah.
getting some things done in the background. And she see
Hmm.
our dream. She see our, oh my God, and we see her. So I need for y'all to register.
Yeah. Yeah.
Register. Come
Yeah.
on, Yvonne. Tell them to register.
So
Um,
let me tell you what you guys need to do. You can click right there on that QR code that you guys see on the screen.
mhm.
And once you guys click on the screen, this picture is gonna come up with these two beautiful ladies all razzle dazzled out, and it's gonna say subscribe. And you're gonna click on start, and it's just four little pages, just very four simple pages. The first little page is just your name. The second page is just your email address. The third page is your Instagram handle if you have one. If you have one. So if you don't worry about it. And then a referral code. And the referral code is WITB for what's in the bag. Once again, that the referral code is WITB. It's important for you guys to put that in there.
Yes.
And you guys need to go ahead and sign up. It's
And
just
sign
another
up.
way.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's an
And there's so many ways, and all you
yeah.
entrepreneurs out here that is looking for a way to advertise. There's ways for you to get in this book.
Yes,
There's
yes.
a way for you to get into this magazine. Once y'all get it, it's digital. Y'all ain't gotta go get no book from you ain't got nothing from our mailbox, or you ain't gotta worry about nobody stealing it or nothing. It's digital. You
Mhm.
sloop through
It's
it just
digital.
like you do a book, and
Mhm.
I love it. I got a chance
Yes.
to actually do some of her, look at some of her past issues, and my girl
Yes,
just
yes. Y'all better come on.
come on with it
I'm
now.
telling
Come
she's
on with
doing
it.
it. She's doing it.
Yeah. So
And
y'all
then
just watch out.
yeah.
Go ahead.
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
important that you guys sign up because starting you want me to go ahead and tell them
Yeah.
about
Tell them. Yes, you can
what's
tell them.
coming in the summer?
Yes.
Let me show you how good God is. We always talk about how good God is. Let me show you how God is working.
Yes.
Not only are we being featured in this issue of What's in the Bag, starting in the summer issue, we will have a column in this
Hey.
very same magazine,
Yes.
What's in the Bag. And we're going to take it's going to be viewers choice. So we'll have
Yes.
a voting process where you guys will be able to go in and you guys will be able to vote over the past few segments that we've had,
Yes.
and
Yes.
who you like the most and who you would like to see featured in the column and influence her. Um it's
Yes,
another What's
honey.
in the Bag production, guys. We are
Yes,
growing.
we're growing, Lord. Thank you, Father. In the
Yes.
name of Jesus, we
Yes.
ask and we
Hallelujah.
shall get. Okay, now let's
Yes.
go ahead on. And we were just excited about that part. Now I'm excited about this part.
Yeah.
This is the part.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
love to hear. others talk about their bags and what's in their bags. And this young lady, Yvonne knows her bags because
Yes.
they work together. And if I'll let Yvonne go ahead on and introduce her today. Go ahead, Yvonne.
All right then. I'm gonna tell you something. The first time that I met this young lady, I instantly fell in love. Her brilliant mind, beautiful spirit, and enchanting soul. And when I tell you she is very captivating, you guys are going to love her. And we're going to go ahead and bring her onto the stage so that she can take and share with you guys.
Good
Hey
morning.
guys.
Good
Good
morning.
Good morning.
morning. And I know before I always ask the same question. Everyone knows. I know you have a cup there. I need to know what's in your cup, lady. Before I even introduce you, I see you. What's that?
It is Earl Grey lavender tea.
Okay.
Ooh, some
Earl
lavender
Grey
tea.
lavender tea.
Yes, ma'am.
I just like the word lavender.
Right.
That's what I said. I said,
Yeah,
okay, lavender tea.
lavender tea. It just got a kick to it. I don't know. Maybe I
Right.
gotta
Mhm.
find out what that is. Lavender tea. It just sounds good the way it just came off your tongue. Lavender tea.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm gonna try it.
Lavender.
I promise you, I'm gonna try it. Hello, man. Welcome to What's in the Bag, and we're grateful that you decided to come in and empty your
Yes.
bag with us this morning. I know my all our followers, all our people that's watching, all the ones that knows you and don't know you are grateful today. Well, I just have one question to ask you. What's in your bag, girl?
What's in my bag? Let me see. So, what I have in my bag is my new journal
Okay.
called Shut Up and Write.
Yes. Come on now.
Yes, this is a journal that I came up with last year, 2023. Um, a way to just kind of help people and myself to release our heart, our thoughts, our cares, our concerns through writing. So, God gave me the idea to, give people what He gave me,
Right.
what I found relief in, and what I found therapy in through healing from different traumas, different cares, concerns. Um, and I used to write all the time. Like I would write on anything. I would
Right.
write on receipts. I would write on the back of mail.
Wow.
Listen, I used to work, and in work, I used to print. Like I used to do this cashier job. I used to print out the receipts. Just
Hmm.
like let it slide out, get a clear copy of a receipt, and would write because I would
Oh
start
wow.
getting stuff, and I would write. And I have literally in bags, old bags or old journals, like receipts, yellow long receipts and stuff that
Writing.
God would give me. And as soon as He would give it to me, sometimes I used to write on my hand because I would need to get it out, right? Or not forget it. Like I can't forget that. I can't forget that. So I would just write. So now I never noticed then that God was setting me up for something right now, right?
All
And
right
it's
now. Come on
usually
now.
like that. It's usually like when something burns inside of you at such a young age, you don't even know that that thing is connected and tied to your destiny. You just think, I just like being dramatic all the time, or I
Right.
just like singing all the
Paper.
time. You don't
Yes.
know you're supposed to be an actor or a speaker, or you know what I'm saying? You don't know that that
Yes.
has something to do with what you're going to do. But yes, ma'am, writing
Yeah.
became my outlet. So I asked God, what can I give to your people? And He said, give them what I gave you.
Ooh,
I said,
come on
oh,
now. Ooh.
well, all right. So
Yes.
shut up and write is it, honey.
Yeah. So
Mm-mm.
what made you feel what was like the beginning of it? I mean, like you said writing all the time. Was when you started journaling it, did you take those different pieces of paper and put them together, or did you start off from fresh when you started journaling? Tell me how, how did it start with the journal?
Um, I have this house is full of journals. I have so many. I would get a journal from the Dollar Tree. I would get it from Barnes and Nobles. It didn't matter. It long as it was something to write on. I didn't care. And then every journal meant something different to me, right? So this
Okay.
would be the journal that I would write in that when God spoke to me and showed me different dreams, it would be like my dream journal. One
Mm,
would be just like me venting and talking about different things, and one would be like my goals and what I want to do. So I would kind of set out different journals, and so therefore I was always buying journals. And then
mm.
when people would ask me like, what do you want for your birthday, I'd be like, buy me a journal. So then I would have more journals, but I
Wow.
would write in all of them,
Right.
all of them. But
Everything.
for me, it just, I think it started with different things going on in my life. You know what I mean? Growing up as a kid, experiencing different things in your family, or just different things in you personally, not knowing how to, I guess, appropriate your words because you're so little, right?
Mhm.
And you don't really know what you're feeling. However, you know you have feelings,
Right.
Mhm.
and you're
Right.
feeling them, and you don't know what that means. So I used to write little stories and little plays, and
Oh
try to
wow.
write like little books. And like even like in one of my little grade schools, I wrote a book and they put it in the library at the school.
Yes.
So I was just like all proud,
Yes,
my
you
little sick people,
should.
you know. But
Yes.
it was that began, that ignited something in me. I felt
Mm.
relieved so much, like, I got it out. Like I
Yes.
didn't talk to anyone per se,
Right.
but talking to my journals was like a new best friend. It was that
Wow, I love
it
that.
gave me a listening ear. I was able to pour myself out, and I actually felt better, like I was talking to a friend, or
Yeah.
like I was on
Wow.
the phone talking to someone. So it just became a part of my life.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I ain't
That
really
journey.
never
yeah.
Yeah.
did too much journaling. I write stuff because when I get a notebook, I ain't gonna lie, I
Mhm.
skip all over it. It's like I might write
I do the
something
same.
here, and there'll be something on the third page, and then I'll flip it over. Never a order, never. And maybe that's where my life is so chaotic sometimes. You have order. What is the word? Yeah, because like you just said, think about it.
She need a journal. She need a journal.
Really?
Listen, girl, I'm gonna tell you, you better shut up and write. You better shut up and write. Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
love
the
it. I love
organization
it.
you need in your life.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you said something in there that has really intrigued me because I am an avid reader. I love to read anything, especially history and things of that nature. And you said that you wrote a book. Is that the only book that you've written outside of the journals? Have you taken any of your journaling and manifested it into a book that's been published or anything like that?
So basically, what happened first was I was working on a book, and I was working with my ghostwriter. Shout out to Shireen Rivera. She is an amazing ghostwriter. She does a lot of work for a lot of people. And me trying to tell my story and write my own book, she wind up helping me because I couldn't get through all the anxiety and the panic attacks and the crying, and every time I tried to write my story, right? So I found her on Instagram,
Mhm.
Shireen Rivera, and I talked to her and I told her, and she was like, "Yeah, I specialize in what she say, traumatic stories." She
Mhm.
said, "I specialize in
Okay.
traumatic stories." So I was like, "Okay." So me and her started working together in like 2019. Towards the
Hmm.
end of 2019, we were having conference calls. We were talking. We were getting the book together, and then we got to 2020, and it hit like
Yeah.
pandemic, pandemic.
Yes.
So it was like the book just was like, ew. It just like, I didn't know what to do at that point. Like, do I keep writing a book? I'm trying to figure out if we gonna have a job next week.
Right.
If, how am I gonna ask people to buy this book and people can't pay their bills? Like, so I wind up kind of falling back on the book. And
Okay.
it kind of discouraged me. I still have not completed this book. However, it has started. Okay,
All
so
Right.
right. I
that's
love
coming
it.
soon. That's coming soon. So Don't worry, y'all. I got y'all with the book. We're
Yes,
gonna, we
girl.
gonna get that together.
So we gonna
How?
hear about
But
Yeah.
those traumatic
Shut Up
stuff.
and Write is the break off of
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Repeat.
Well,
Say
you
that
know
one
what?
Because
more
The
what I
time.
later.
did
Wait.
was
Say that one more time. What did you say? What was the write off? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
You
Shut Up
said
and Write, the journal,
Hmm.
is the break off of the
Okay.
book. So,
I'm
because
sorry.
what I did
love it.
is, if you get a chance to be a blessing and get this wonderful journal,
Yes.
on the inside of it, I have writings from me.
Yes.
So
Oh, love it. Okay.
you'll open it and you'll see something like this in there, right?
Love
And
it.
these actually are like snippets of things that are I'm talking about in the book. So
Wow.
I share my story inside of the journal so people can understand the reason why
So
and
you did
how
write
Shut
a
Up and
book.
Write came into being.
Yeah.
So you did write a book. That's your book.
Yes.
I
Well,
like
Yes.
it.
well,
That's
like different pages have different things. Some of it
yeah.
Yeah.
have poetry. Some of it has
Love it.
excerpts from my journals, my actual journals that I've written in the past. Some
Yeah.
of it is just my story and the reason why I started writing, just the different traumas that I've gone through, and as it says on a flyer, finding your worth and your voice through
Yeah.
traumas.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
that's what
Can
Yeah.
that
you pick
was.
one of those? You said a few of them. I want you to explain. Oh,
Yeah.
go in there and hit one of them. Like if
And
you
you want me to you
just
want me
Yeah.
one,
to read
yeah,
one?
and then
Yes.
tell
Read one of the
the
excerpts to
story
us.
behind that one because yeah, I just want I'm curious now. Sell me this beautiful journal.
Okay.
Yeah,
So tell me what y'all want it to be. Y'all want it to be deep, deep, or y'all want
it's
it to be
deep. I
like,
like
okay,
I like
yeah, okay. I got one.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna get too deep with you. I ain't gonna get too deep with y'all,
Well,
okay? Because I
okay.
don't want y'all to
Go
I don't want
ahead.
y'all to be crying.
Well, if
So
I
you
gotta
know.
cry, let me cry, baby. I want to see because this will make me get this book so I can cry some more. You know what I'm saying? Nah, girl.
Okay. The good news is that the bad news was all wrong. It was a lie. You are not what people say or who people say you are. You are who God calls you to be. You are royal. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are powerful, beautiful, delightful, and kind. Keep going. Keep being true to yourself and stand in it. What you expose, you give light to and find healing. What you hide, you keep in the dark and it continues to hunt and hurt you. You would rather tell your story than someone else try to tell it. Rip the band aid off.
Mm.
You are amazing and your life matters.
So do.
Girl. Uh, all right. You guys see
Okay,
that QR
see?
code?
Yeah, you see that? Yes. Y'all see that cute?
Y'all need to
Yes.
click on that
Yes. And
and get
read some more.
this.
Yes. Read some more. And
Cause
then
I know I am.
I am too. And then I'm thinking, those are the things that once I read that, I know I can go back and probably write something or even off. Cause like right now I'm feeling some kind of way. And just what you just said to me by reading that, right now it's the right time. So I know that this
Mm,
can help somebody. God oh my God, thank you, Lord. But I
hmm.
enjoyed that. That was
Woo.
wonderful. How about one more?
Yeah.
Powerful. Powerful.
How about one
Oh,
more?
thank
Just
you
please, one
guys.
more. One
Yes.
more. One more. One
Um, and okay, I'll read one more, and I
more.
will answer. A person asked what my name is. My name is Ebonie Stroud. I'm so sorry. They said we didn't say that in the
Yes.
beginning. Did
No,
we say
Oh,
that?
we are sorry.
no, we didn't. I was going to ask the question what your name was, but then when you started talking, I didn't
We
want
just
to interrupt. I promise you, I was going to ask you your name. Sorry, y'all. Her name
they
is
said they
Ebony.
said, well, who is she? Okay, right, that part. Who is she? I mean, she sound nice and all, but does she got a name?
What, what about one of your poems? You said
Yeah.
that you have some poems in there as well.
Okay. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
why not just one? Just one.
Okay. It's let me find it.
Somebody echoing back there.
Huh?
Somebody echoing. I can hear their phone. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Echoing.
Is it me?
It might be because. Do you have your volume on your phone up
Mm-mm.
while you listening? I
Mm-mm.
don't know what that is. Then. Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't
I'm
hear it
sorry.
anymore.
Okay, good. Me neither. All right, wonderful.
All
Got
right.
it. Mhm.
So it's called I Rose. Out of the pain and obscurity of life, I rose. Out of the ashes from the flames that burnt my childhood, I rose. Out of being bullied and being touched too soon, I rose. Out of the insecurity of how dark my complexion is, I rose. Out of watching physical abuse and fear, I rose. Out of people leaving my life, I rose. Out of poor decisions and great ones, I rose. Out of the places I went that were unknown, I rose. Out of every person who doubted and every job that fired me, I rose. Out of the feelings of being stuck and thinking God forgot about me, I rose. Out of every house, car, or friend I lost, I still rose. Out of every man I loved that left or I had to leave, I rose. I will keep walking and I will rise in every setback, every heartbreak, every doubt, and every fear. I will rise each time because I was not built to break, but to
Mm.
stand, to endure, and to make it. So I rose.
Now I know y'all felt that. Y'all cannot
Woo.
tell me y'all didn't feel that. Girl, I love you,
I,
Ebony.
I got to
I
say
go
something,
ahead, go ahead, girl.
Miss Ebony.
Mhm.
We've worked
Yes,
together
ma'am.
and everything, and you held out on me, chick. You held out on me. Oh my
I mean
goodness.
to, girl.
Oh
I
my
mean
goodness.
to.
Woo.
Yeah,
Girl, you held
Yeah.
out on me.
yes. I
I
felt
would have had
every
that up
bit of
on my
that.
office door.
I rose, baby. I rose.
Oh
I
my
know y'all had
gosh.
to feel that. It's no way,
Woo.
some one even one of the sentences
Mm.
you had to feel it because
Yeah.
Jesus.
from where you've been to where you at now, and where even not
Jesus.
not where you've
That's
been, for where you might be at right now, to encourage
that's
you
my
that you're going to get up out of this right
yes.
this minute. You can
That's my
feel
new
that.
Yeah.
anthem.
Yeah, yeah, I love
That's my
it.
new anthem. I
I love
rose
it.
and I
I
am
rose.
rising.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
I'm just rosing.
Jesus.
I'm just rosing.
And
I'm
girl,
just
you got
Yeah.
me over here.
And
I'm like so serious. Like, wow.
oh,
rosing. Yeah, I
guys.
mean, because it's fitting for what we feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
sometimes we don't even know the person and what they're going through, their story at the moment. But then you gonna say something like that. Now you was right. You put tears in the eyes, because I feel
Yeah,
that.
I
Yes,
almost started
ma'am.
crying while I was reading it. So
Yeah,
Yes,
it
yeah,
ma'am.
still resonates for me, right?
yeah.
So
Mm.
when so I put excerpts throughout the journal so you can see me writing as you're writing too. So you
Mm.
can feel that I'm with you in the journey of journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what pushes this out of me is the different things and the traumas and different things I've gone through, right? So the reason why I said finding worth in your voice while going through trauma is that I noticed that one of the things while you're going and dealing with trauma in a later age, right? So I think as children, we don't have the mind or capacity to handle or process things that
Right.
happen, right?
Right.
And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
honestly a grace from God that He doesn't allow us to be able to really understand the
Mm-hmm.
things that are happening or what's going on, right? So it's not until a lot of times that we are older that we begin to deal with things or we recognize how much it hurt. I don't think it was until I started writing my book, right, or doing my
Mm-hmm.
conference calls with Shireen Rivera, that I began to recognize how much the things I went through hurt. I didn't
Yes.
know. I had no idea
Yes.
that it hurt that bad.
Right.
And therefore explains the panic attacks, the anxiety, the
Mm-hmm.
constant crying, why I needed her help, right? So it was like I had stuff in the closet under the floorboard with a gate on top and a
Mm-hmm.
lock. Like
I
I
understand.
literally had to dig that stuff out, right? And then the more I dug and tried to pull it out, it was like, oh my heart. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh my God, why it hurts so bad? Because you never dealt with it. You never
That's right.
addressed. You've never addressed being molested on this level. You've never addressed what would I say to my accuser? What would I say? And it's unfortunate because for me, my accuser was my biological father, right? You don't think to um, go through something like that with the first man you're taught to love, right?
Right.
So I think in a way it kind of damages your raising or training process as you're growing up because you're like, this is someone who's supposed to love me. What what was that? Did I do
Mm-hmm.
something wrong? Was I bad? And you grow up with these things, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so therefore that's why I say finding worth.
Right.
Because I think at some point you question whether you're really worthy of love. Will I ever find real love? Do I even know what that looked like? Because if love did that to me at
Mm.
such a young age, is that what love looked like? You know what
Oh,
I mean?
Jesus. Jesus.
And
Come on now.
so you begin to question yourself so much. And I think growing up, trying to figure out what love looked like, and I honestly feel like that's why God grabbed my heart the way He did, right? Because I was in search for love, and I found love. I found the number one love giver, right? I found the one who pours that love on me, and He began to teach me what love looks like, and that wasn't love. However, it was the devil trying to taint my perception of love, and so that I would always get it wrong. But God's blood covers, right? So when he came, he began to show me what real love looked like. I began to feel what real love looked like. He began to show me going to the cross is what real love looked like. Ray getting up and from the grave is what real love looked like. Being able to intercede for me to the Father is what real love looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
So
Yes.
I began to learn who I was through that and not be from the man who DNA I hold. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Oh,
because
girl.
the devil had
Yes.
a plan with that. He had a plan to taint my image on love. But God said, oh no, there is a greater love. There is a
Right.
love
Yes.
that casts away all fear. And you don't have to worry about that love that tried to taint you because I come to restore that. You understand? So I don't
Jesus.
have to.
Yes.
One of the things I was writing last night as I was thinking about what I wanted to say, because when you have a opportunity to speak, you got to make sure you have something to say, right?
That's right.
Because
That's
if you're
right.
going to have a platform, make sure you have a platform to speak
Yes.
on
Come on
something
now.
and that you're not just wasting people time.
Right.
So one thing I was thinking about is to I think a lot of times when we go through trauma, we can tend to walk in our wounds, right?
Hmm.
And we don't recognize how wounded we are. You know them type of people
Yep.
that you every time you ask them how they doing, they
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
like
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still wounded.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
still down. I'm in the down and out.
Yes.
I'm in a fritz. I'm in the
Yes.
fritz. And
Yes.
they just constantly are in that place of struggle.
Yes.
or they don't know how to let it go, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
healing looks like on the other side. And this is
Yeah.
the reason for the writing. This is the reason for the
Mm.
poetry and for the journaling, because sometimes we don't know who we can trust with
Come
our
on now.
traumas. We
Come
don't
on.
know
Yes.
if we can actually,
Mm.
if there's a person that we can trust and say, you know what, I did go through that, or let me
Yes.
tell you something that I went through when I was little. I've never told anyone, but
Mhm.
some people don't have that outlet, and that's why writing was important to me, because I felt like there was a time when I didn't have that outlet. I didn't have a good
Mm.
friend to pour those type of secrets onto, as you guys have with each other. Amen. Y'all see how I slid that on in?
Yes.
But let me
And
say this,
Yes.
I
so,
get it. I get that. I
yeah, and
get it.
so that's why I said your journal becomes your best friend. You know how you used to walk around with your diary and put it in your little crib
Yes.
when you was
Yes.
That's what they
younger?
used to
It
call
was like that. It's your
it.
diary,
Your diary.
But so I said I
I'm
believe in
learning it
them.
today.
I believe in the Me Too movement, right? I believe
Yes.
in shouting and telling my story and saying, "Yeah, me too. I went through that. I
Right.
was touched. I was molested. I
Yes.
was raped. I was
Right.
whatever." Because we all have gone through so much as women, right?
Right.
Yes.
But once I say me too, and this is just me and my opinion, but once I say me too, now what?
Right. Right. Come
I
on
said,
now.
I stood up
Yeah.
and said, "Me too." But now everybody know my business, and now what?
Mhm.
Now what? Where
Yeah.
do we go from Me Too?
Where they
Yes.
start
I
treating
would
Yes.
like to
you.
raise the question, because I just don't want to be a person that says I was hurt too. How did I heal after that hurt? Where did I? What did y'all do after
Mm.
that?
Yes.
After
Thank you,
everybody stood
Lord.
up
Yeah.
and marched and said "Me
Yes.
Too,"
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
did you
Yes.
go
What's
after
what?
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did y'all
Wow.
I
get
get it.
counseling? Did y'all get therapy? Did y'all talk with y'all pastor? Did y'all join some support group? What did y'all do, and how can
Come on
y'all
now.
help me after I say me too?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
what I want to do in the world. That I want to be the person after the me too.
Mm.
I
Love
want you to
it.
say me too. I want you to get that out. But after you say me too, where we going? What we doing? How we healing?
Yes, what's the next
Because we
step?
don't want to just
Yes.
stay wounded. I can't
Yeah.
just stay in the Me Too. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
I
Right.
love
Yeah.
and I appreciate Me Too because it caused us to open our mouth.
That's
But
right.
after we
That's
open it, we
right.
gotta have a destination we
Gotta
trying to
Yes.
get to.
come on now. Come
Yes.
on.
I think the
Come on.
So
journaling, I believe the
Woo.
journaling is sometimes the best anyway, because when you sit there and write it, it don't come back at you like the people that you're trying to tell your story
Yes.
to.
mhm,
Normally you tell your story to people and they use it against you. But when you
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
journal in it and you can read back how
Yeah.
far God has taken you
Mhm,
from
Come on now.
then
Woo,
to
you
where
better
you
come
at
on.
right now. You know,
mhm,
and I've
Mm.
seen this happen. I wrote down something back then, and then I look at it now
Yeah.
and say, Lord, how I have gotten over. I can check this off
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
Lord, I forgive this person. Or I was told to write it and take it and ball it up and burn it up. I was told, to
right.
journal it, always to write it. I was
Always
told,
write it.
my
Yeah.
sister tells my oldest sister, she tells me all the time, because she's a writer. She writes and she got journals all over the place. She's another one. She journal
Mhm, mhm,
everything. And that's how she got, I believe that's
Yeah.
her, I'm not here to talk for her, but I see the similarity of her and what she does and what you do. And maybe that's her reasons, how she gets through also. And I welcome
Yeah.
that. I'm
mhm,
excited about that. Look at that. We went
I love it
9:40.
because for me with journaling, when I pick up some of the journals from years ago
mhm,
and I open and I start to read what I wrote, I am
mhm,
transported back to that time.
mhm.
And I can feel the passion, the love, the
Mm.
energy, whatever it was that was going on in that moment in time. it's like a time capsule. It's like a
Right.
time
Right.
capsule,
I
if
Yeah.
you
like
will,
that.
Hmm.
but a healing time capsule because
Right.
I'm
Right.
able to look at where I am now compared to where I was and the steps that I took to get to the next level to
Yeah.
the new area. So, yes, girl.
Yeah.
Woo,
I love it. I commend you because this is I know
yes,
what
ma'am.
just what you just said about your dad. I couldn't even imagine. I've never. I mean, I've been touched by men before, but never thought of my dad or anybody so close to
Hmm.
you, and that is
Yeah,
traumatic right there. That I
Hmm.
don't even the book. A book. I probably be sitting on on somebody's couch and boo hooing for a
I
long
did that
time.
too.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
did that too.
yeah,
did
I
you?
did that too. And that was needed and it's necessary. And I think it's necessary throughout life. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't think we
hmm
just should get therapy one time. I think at
Right.
every phase of our life that we begin to grow into a different person, I think we should also go ahead and get a little bit more. and
yeah,
get
yeah.
a little bit more.
I'll t-
And
I'll tell anybody 5 times anger management, 1 time counseling, and I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you
because
something.
every
The, whoa, that was the best.
Yeah.
Hmm
I absolutely feel that, and I think it begins to show different sides of you at different ages,
Right.
hmm
right? Um, Again, as I said, as children, we're not able to process it. Once we get older, we begin to unpack,
Yes.
and I
Right.
Ooh,
feel like
yes, ma'am.
we unpack more in our bags. Hello, come on, in our
Yes.
bags.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
it.
We
Speak
unpack
that.
more. We
Speak it.
unpack our bags more and more as we get older, as we mature, and know
Yes.
Yes.
how to appropriately unpack our bags, because
Yes.
it's
hmm
not just throwing everything out.
Yeah.
Sometimes we actually have to go through each item in that bag
That's
and
right.
Yes.
revisit it and deal
Speak
with that,
that.
right?
Come on
And
now.
Yes.
so that's, I think that's very important, which is, I think, the reason for therapy at, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your
You
60s,
still
and
should
keep
Yes,
talk
going.
ma'am.
about
don't
it, put a
don't
voice
stop,
to
Yes,
it.
you know
That's
what
ma'am.
I mean?
right.
Yeah, it's a
That's
great
right.
outlet.
And
It's
I'm
a
seeing
great,
that. I'm
great outlet.
thinking about, where I'm at right now and from where I was as a child, daddy issues, things,
Hmm.
stuff like that. That does. And then you
Hmm.
look at your characteristics now and you wonder, your experience kind of made you and mold you to where you at.
Hmm.
And then if it's
Hmm
a bad experience, it's up to you to figure it out to try to break that curse. Or if it's a experience that you find yourself falling right back into because, that's something that you learned. It's the journey. But then you start wondering, what if things was a little different? So when you
Hmm.
start journaling it, it starts making you see things a lot different. First of all, healing,
Right.
hmm
forgiveness. I was asked,
Yeah.
told that they have a problem with forgiveness. I don't have a problem with forgiving people. My best friend told me the first, I forgave you when you did it. Jesus said it. He said, "Forgive them as they
Yeah.
for they not know what they're doing."
Yeah.
You doing things and don't even realize you're doing it, and then when
hmm
you've done it to that person, or you've hurt that person so badly
Yeah.
that it's embedded in them. So a pen and a piece of paper in that journal that you have
Woo.
can
So
help out a
therapeutic.
lot when you
Yes,
just
ma'am.
sit down and talk about it and
Yes.
put
Yes.
a voice to it through an ink pen. I love it.
Jesus. Ooh.
And I will piggyback off of that, because when it comes to when you forgive, again, and we hear this all the time, it's not for the other person, right? It's for you. And what happens
hmm
is you take the stinger out of the bee when you
Hmm.
forgive.
Mm. Yeah.
You
Hmm.
Come on
take
now. Ooh.
you take the teeth out of the dog when you forgive. It doesn't
Yes.
mean that that bee isn't there, and it doesn't mean that that dog isn't there, but that bite is no longer there
Mm.
to hurt you anymore. Like, yeah, it
Right.
happened, but you can't hurt me no more. And
That's
Mhm.
right.
something else that
Yes.
I say in my journal is, I'm not what I went through. That's
Come
not
on
who I
now.
am.
Ooh.
That's
Yes.
what was done to me.
Mm.
That's not who I am. So it is
Yes.
not my disability. You
Yes.
understand? It is
Yes.
Yes.
my ability. It enables me to push forward and to find myself even the more. Who am I
Yes.
with who am I with these scars?
Come
Right.
on
Not
now.
without
Come
them,
on.
but who am I
Yes.
with them? How can I allow them to help me and then reach back and help others?
Yeah.
Come
How
on
do
now.
I
Mm.
not just take this teaching for me, but now I go free, run
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
go back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Come see a
Yeah.
man who told me everything I ever did. How
Yeah.
do I go and evangelize
Yeah.
the nation
Yeah.
to run back and go help
Mm.
somebody else? That's what I tell people all the time. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a firm believer in go help somebody else.
Right.
Let's go reach back. Let me go
Right.
grab my sister. Let me go grab my brother because he ain't bring you out to just bring you out.
Yes. Give it back.
Come
Hey,
on
sis,
now. Come
somebody
on.
better say that.
Come on
Just
now.
say
You better
Come on
go
now.
help somebody else
yes.
while you still have the chance, while there's still breath in your lungs.
Yeah.
Let's go grab 100, 200,
You
Ooh.
gonna do it
2,000 more
you gonna
people.
do it
Look, you
anyway. Your
yeah.
experience, you're gonna do it anyway, no matter if you do it voluntarily or involuntarily. I have a question to ask
Right.
you, Ebony.
Come on, Harriet.
This has came back.
Right.
I got to know
Yes.
this question. Have you journaled and start writing something and you thought you totally forgot something and it brings up a memory
Woo.
Mhm.
Yes.
to a
All
surface
the
and then you
time.
find like this is why I'm the
Hmm.
way I am. This is why my experience was just, and I've done it. That's why I'm saying it to the
Yeah.
point where for every year I used to mourn my husband's death. Every year in May, starting in May, I was
Yeah.
mourning, crying. They didn't do me right. They didn't do me this. They didn't do girl. So I think my sister, my BFF told me to journal, told me to write it. Then my sister told me the same thing. So finally I wrote it. And then I went back and I realized how traumatic my relationship was with my husband before his death and where it came from and why I feel the way I feel. I had to forgive not only myself, I had to forgive him and forgive the people around me. I had to forgive all of these things. And then I figured out that I was the callous of why this
Mm.
situation went the way it went. And
Mm.
I'm steady pointing the finger at everybody else. And
Mhm.
I'm not
Mm.
ashamed to say it. It ain't feel good. It still don't because I don't got a chance to say, husband, I'm sorry because he's dead and gone now. So I got to believe that
Hmm.
I'm forgiven through me just for me
Yeah.
writing what I
Hmm.
And
wrote.
you know what it is? It's you forgiving you. It's the
That's
it
right.
is the grace you need to give yourself. It is the
Mm.
forgiveness you need to give yourself because we'll keep rehearsing it and almost beating ourselves up with it because we feel like we deserve that.
Yep.
We feel like
Yes.
I deserve to feel bad. I deserve to hurt because I hurt someone else, or because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, or because
Hmm.
um, I was wrong, or whatever we feel the
Yes.
reason may be. But if you didn't have a moment to heal that with him, heal it with you.
Mm. Jesus. Come on now.
Heal it with you, sis. Don't let it do that to you because he's not here for you to say that.
Right.
But you can write about that,
Right.
or you can write it to him.
Right. Right.
Get you a
Mm.
journal that you write
Yeah.
to him in.
Yes.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Make it very
Yes.
specific. This is the journal that I talk to him in. This
Right.
is the journal I say I'm sorry, or I wish things would have been better, or I wish you would have died
Right.
knowing this, and settle it in you
Right.
and forgive
Jesus.
yourself, and then let it go
Yeah.
because there is a such thing. when we don't forgive ourselves.
That's
You
true.
It
better
is
come on.
it grieves the spirit.
Mm.
It's
It
true.
really does.
It's true.
God is not
Yes.
pleased with that when we don't even forgive ourselves.
That's
We
true.
have
That's
to be
right.
careful how we treat
That's
ourselves.
true.
That's right. That's right.
Because we are the anointed of God. And he said, touch not my anointed. That even means you,
Yes.
the way
That's right.
you
Come on
touch
now.
you,
Touching
the way
myself.
you talk to
Yes.
Yes.
you, the
That's
way
right.
you treat yourself. You have to be very careful of that.
Yes.
You know what
That's
Yes.
I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have last night I wrote 3 points, and that was one of them. Give yourself grace. And maybe this is supposed to
Yes.
be for you,
Yeah.
Miss Marlene.
Arena.
It says, give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself.
That's right.
You've come, you have come a long
Woo.
way, and you have learned a lot. You
Yes.
may still have a long way to go, but look at how far you've come.
Yeah.
Jesus. Come on
You
now.
deserve to
Mm.
celebrate you and where you are now in this moment.
Jesus. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
So that
Jesus.
was one of the points that 3 things to help with worth and finding your voice was to give yourself grace,
Yeah.
give to yourself love and acceptance, take time with
Yes.
yourself. Take
Yeah.
Mm.
time. Give yourself self care because you are worthy of
Yes.
that POC. You worthy to go get your hair and your nails did. Period. Right
Ah, period.
now, why
I
not?
need that
Because
too.
you need
Yeah.
that. You mentally need that, right?
Love
You
Yeah.
need
it.
time.
Yes.
You need to jump out of the shower and take time and just lotion your body.
That's
Yes, this
right.
is a thing, ladies.
Yes,
We
it
do not.
is.
Sometimes we be on the go. We be like, oh, I gotta hurry up. I don't. We won't even take the time to just caress our skin and show it some
That's true.
TLC. Y'all seen I
That's
came on
right.
here with
Yes.
dry
Yes.
hands because I ain't had a time to put lotion on my hands. Y'all, no,
Yeah.
I had to. I had to take some
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But it's
Yes.
a
Yes.
real
Oh my
thing. And
goodness.
then lastly, let us be grateful for even through the traumas, the hurts, and the pain, we continue to grow and become great. The
Yeah.
purpose
Woo.
is to get to healing and no longer just be known for our wounds, but for
Thank you,
how we healed
Jesus.
our wounds and how we reach to help someone else with theirs.
Woo. You must have been on this
You
call
bet.
earlier.
Yeah, we was on. You was. She was. I'm putting up a
Or you,
lot of these keywords. Shelly, I
woo.
missed you. I don't know. I haven't heard from you yet lately, but it's good to see you. Hey,
Yeah.
Shelly. Yes, she put some stuff up here like cultural behavioralism. I just wanted to go ahead on and put a few things up here. If y'all have any more questions or anything, any statements, go ahead on
Yeah.
and put it because you know I'm a highlighter. Let me say this, sweetie. I am so into what you're saying, and a lot of this is I'm trying not to cry because I've been emotional wreck. Uh, yeah, and I know it's just I look at sometimes my circumstances, but one thing I can say, I am definitely grateful. I'm grateful for
Yeah.
just everything God has done from all, from the time I was born to right now. And I'm really grateful. All the ups, the downs, and everything. And I'm excited to get this journal because I'm going to write in it. And what I'm going to do,
Yes.
the first thing I'm going to do with this journal is I'm going to write it in order. I'm going to finish every page. That's the first thing I'm
Hmm.
gonna do because, like I said, when I got notebooks and I just write them, write anywhere, write stuff all over it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it because that's just the way I work.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm all over the place, but I'm gonna do something different with this journal. I'm going to read this journal from and actually do for every page and
I
because
want to order
I'm
it
very
today.
excited. very
Yeah.
expired by this what you did. So let
Inspired.
everybody,
Yeah.
like I said, if you want this journal, I believe that you do. You go ahead on and you could use this QR code, or you could go ahead on. We're gonna have it on the Facebook page, our Facebook group page. I'm going to even put it on my profile page. Ebony,
Mm.
if you did. let me also, she has a Facebook page also. I'm gonna put that up there for you. It's called Shut Up and Write.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's her Facebook page. Go in and be a part of her page, her group page. As you can see, she's so intelligent. She got a lot to give. Take some of it.
Yes.
One of them days you're feeling not feeling encouraged. You need some encouragement. I think that'll be a great place for y'all to go. And also, she got an Instagram. All you Instagrammers, hers is Ebony
And a,
Wright.
and a
Ebony
Ebony
Wright.
great motive
writes
and a great motivational
with
speaker.
an S
Hint,
on the
hint.
end.
With an S. I'm sorry, I forgot the S. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to fix this. Let me edit this. I know y'all don't do it until I tell y'all. Hold on. Let me put an S on it. I
While
gotta
she's
put a
correcting that, did you hear what I said, Ebony?
uh-huh.
I said,
No,
and a
sorry.
great motivational speaker. Hint,
Yes.
hint.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
thank
ma'am.
you.
Your
Yes.
story is
So yes,
empowering.
it is
Jesus.
definitely. And we grateful that you decided to come on and share what's in your bag.
Yes.
Thank you.
Um, I'm glad that it wasn't then and it's now. And I think my BFF know what I'm talking about because
Yes.
I don't think in the beginning I was ready for you. I'm ready for you now. You hear what I
Ah,
say? We gonna be soon and look forward to seeing her again. We got some things in the
Yes.
background that we get ready to do. We had actually talked about it last night. Some exciting stuff, different stuff. So we, us, we like to do different things. We ain't into that
Yeah.
same old, what I'm talking about thing, and
Right.
you
We
got to
love
know. We
collaborations.
love collaborations. We love to let
yeah.
other
Yes.
people talk and shine because it ain't all about us at all. It's about you. It is. It really is. Thank you,
Mhm.
baby girl. I love you and thank you.
Thank
Let
you
me
We
let
so
love
me
you.
much.
see if I can
I
get
love
some
you
energy.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
We get good at this. Talk to you soon, baby. We'll be talking real
Okay.
soon. Okay.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right. No
guys.
problem. It's saying that I'm not on. There you go. Hi, BFF.
Hey, beautiful. Hey. Oh my gosh.
That was awesome.
Woo. To God be the
If you didn't
glory.
get anything from that, you should just get to the fact that y'all want to buy this journal. Get this journal.
Yes.
Give her, a shout out. Maybe one day she will have the journal get so big that she have a journal signing. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So we can be
Yeah.
part of a journal signing. She's a
Yeah.
good young lady. As you can see, she's moving forward in her life and walking in her gift. She took her trauma and made it into the gift. Maybe our traumas are gifts that makes room for us.
Come on now.
Because normally
Jesus.
we find inspiration in what we're doing. Like right now, I was inspired to do this because I seen something that need help or things that needed
Mhm.
to be done, and I went on and it inspired me to listen to God and do what's in the bag and look at it.
Mhm.
After 3 years, me and my
Jesus.
BFF. I never thought my BFF would never get on there and speak to nobody. Look at her. My BFF.
Cause she know.
I love
But
her.
God has been opening me up.
Yep. Yeah, you get to talk about business, honey. She'll take it over, boo. You ain't playing. Go ahead, BFF. Go ahead and talk about all our
Whew.
platforms. Okay, I'm gonna stick them on up here. And you go ahead on it.
You
Take
know,
it away.
first and foremost, I want to thank all of you guys. The
Yes.
numbers have increased. We're getting so much participation, and I want you guys to continue on. Continue to join us daily for positive affirmations, and I put in there hashtag positive vibes only because that's what we strive for here.
Hmm.
We strive for it. Mondays is motivational Monday. Motivational Monday. Tuesdays, talk about it Tuesday. Marvina had an excellent question on there on Tuesday, about the astronomical signs and how they truly relate to your life and people around you. So go back and check it out.
We're gonna talk about that
Wisdom
again.
Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Friday, and sometimes Friday Fun Day. Thank you guys so much for because you guys were really supportive this week, and
Yeah,
we'll
that's what we're
keep
looking
it
for,
going.
support. That's, y'all don't
Yes.
think just writing your little poems and giving inspiration. That's support. That's helping. That's allowing
Hmm.
y'all to do. We sit here and create, bring the guests on, do all this stuff right here for you throughout the weeks and stuff like that. And we just ask that you just put something in there. It's like
Yeah.
400 and something followers in there, and you may get 3 people might say something. And I know we're here to entertain you, but sometimes give back and entertain us too. Give us something back. So that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, BFF. Go ahead.
Oh, no,
I'm
no, no,
sorry.
no. It's good because
Yeah.
everything that you said is right on point.
Mhm.
And then join us, for any of you new subscribers. Had a lot of people viewing things, viewing the posts and everything that's been placed on TikTok. So any of you new viewers, take and check us out on YouTube. It's What's in the
Yes.
Bag 21, no
Yes.
spaces, and it is the numerical 21 at the end. Check us out. You're able to go back once you go to our channel. You're able to go in there and you're able to pull up each and every last one of our
Yeah.
segments, and you're able to go in there and watch them all. And once you go to YouTube, please, please, please remember to share, to like, share, and subscribe, or let me
Mhm.
subscribe, like, and share. And turn on that notification button so that you'll always know when we have something new coming out. And then also you can join us on Instagram. We will soon
Yeah.
be on TikTok.
Yes.
You're able to join us on Twitch.
Yes.
That is a platform that is growing as well. So
Yes.
don't sleep on Twitch.
Yes. I've got
And
to
then
twitch. I like
yes,
to
and
it.
then you and then you got what our Facebook, the original
Directly.
OG,
Hmm.
What's in the Bag, and then we also have our What's in the Bag directory, and that is What's in the Bag with a question mark.
Look, I'm
Now
all
listen to
over.
this. If you have a business, if you have a business, go and while it's still free, so listen to what I'm saying, while it is still free, go and register your business on What's in the Bag 21. If someone is looking for your products and services, looking for product, we encourage you to go to What's in the Bag 21 and go through and see if somebody has some services, that you may be looking for. If you know of a business that you would like to highlight and sponsor, go to What's in the Bag 21 and add that information there.
Yes. Thank y'all. My BFF did a good job. She always do a good job. You my BFF. Thank you, BFF. Thank you, BFF. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm really thankful
Yes.
for y'all for coming in there on these Saturday mornings and supporting
Yes.
us and loving on us and supporting
Yes.
our guests and loving on them, and look forward to seeing more growth. Don't forget to subscribe to that our the magazine Influence Her,
Yes.
and also that will be inside of the group, What's in the Bag. So if you're not part of the group, if they're not part of the group, get them to be part of the group so they can go ahead on and see what
Yes.
we got going on. Girl, I'm in love with
Right.
What's in the Bag. Thank you, What's in the
Yes.
Bag.
Thank you guys. Hey, and like I said, it's so beautiful out there today. I'm getting ready to go hang with my granddaughter for a little while. And as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and you guys have a blessed day. Love you guys
Love
so
y'all.
much.
Thank you so much again. Be blessed.